In my opinion, to be matter of fact, if you're worried about the holidays being a so-called problem as you transition into your healthy lifestyle change, it's your ego that's getting in the way. The only real problem is that we simply can't just go have an egoectomy. So what are we supposed to do? And don't get me wrong, I can't shake the ego off, but I am learning how to tone it down some. Now, I admit, of course I want my friends and family to think highly of me, not only about my nutritional lifestyle, but everything I stand for and believe in. But I don't fool myself into thinking that's ever going to be possible. So I just go through my days trying to keep the ego out of it. And since that's impossible, when I'm reminded that it's showing its ugly head again, I just change course the best I can. During the holidays, sure, but at any social gathering, no matter if you're with friends or family, it's human instinct to want to fit in. And man, as you can imagine, being a vegan certainly doesn't put you into the in crowd. Who cares? Especially, who cares about worrying what others will think about my food choices? And although I wouldn't say this to my family and friends, I know that except for my vegan friends, not one of them have the health and the energy that I do. And I also know that if any one of them would go with me to see a phlebotomist, except for maybe those who are much, much younger than I am, our results wouldn't even be comparable. Even those who are ingesting meds to improve their cholesterol, bone density, diabetes, arthritis, or whatever, their numbers with those meds would never be as good as mine without them. And as you know, not too long ago, I was right there with them, getting my growing list of prescriptions filled on a regular basis until I ditched them all and started using veggies and fruits as my medicine. This is a good time to remind you about the rules. There ain't none. Now, that's not the best grammar to use, I know, but I say it like that to stress the point. The only rules are the ones that you've already set for yourself. And if you feel as I do that a good cheat day is a good thing once in a while, then cheat, man. No matter what it includes that's normally outside your own rules. And if you decide not to cheat at these gatherings, there's always some sides or appetizers that you can eat. But back to what I do. Sometimes I eat before I go. That way I won't be starving, so it's easy just to snack on whatever I see that I want. Plus, I drink a lot of water, and that helps to calm the hunger. And sometimes, if it's with family at holiday time, I bring some meatless meat with me, and then I only have to warm it up and eat it along with the casserole, salads, potatoes, veggies, or whatever else has been prepared there. And this is unrelated to the holidays, but just this past summer, while we were visiting some relatives in another state, I was told what would be on the table that evening, which was nothing I would ever eat. So while I was out during the day, I stopped at Walmart to pick something that I could eat, ending up choosing a couple of very large sweet potatoes and some other veggies that I just lightly steamed when I got back. Since I was with family, of course there was no offense from them or me, and as they watched me, the thinnest person there, devouring the largest portion of food, the comment was made from one of them to the other that they couldn't have eaten that much food even when they were young and at their best. And I hope to learn soon, but as of now, I'm not a very good cook, so I don't think I would impress anyone if I prepared a dish or two and I brought it with me for all to enjoy. What I usually do at holidays is to buy a vegan pumpkin pie or some other kind of vegan treat to let everybody have. And I always get compliments about how good it tastes. And those who are very good in the kitchen are usually surprised when I tell them there's no egg, no milk, no dairy. And then I can't help but smile as they poke it with their forks, trying to figure out how the heck it's staying together and how it can possibly taste so good. Some of your family may truly be interested in your vegan lifestyle, while others simply just won't want to hear it because it makes them very uncomfortable. I've often compared the reaction I get about my nutritional habits to the reaction I used to get years ago when I was in network marketing. They just don't want to hear it. even though it pains me to watch those close to me that have failing health. But the only advice they want to hear is from their uninformed doctor who is prescribing med after med after med. I just can't understand why these folks won't even try it from a nutritional standpoint for a few weeks, or a week, or even a few days. It certainly isn't going to hurt them. It's free, and I know for sure that they're going to, at the very least, feel better. So I suggest just be true to yourself. You know, I can't even watch some of the videos that have been posted about animal farming, or at least if I do watch, I have to turn my head away many times. I recently told someone close to me about a video that I saw of how the baby calves are taken from their mom shortly after birth. You may not know this, but cows are selfless, gentle beings who really do love their offspring, as well as they form special bonds with some of the other species on the farm that have become their best friend. So I saw in this video a calf being carted away from its mom in a wheelbarrow while the mom cow ran along beside her baby until it went through a gate where she couldn't go anymore. Even as that guy was carting the baby away, she never did any harm to him, and she could only watch as long as she could, and then she never saw her baby again. As I was telling this to my loved one, she had tears in her eyes, but guess what? She didn't change any of her nutritional intake. So I'm sorry for that story, but my point is just be true to yourself at social events, whatever your boundaries and convictions are. You can decide if and how much you're going to cheat, and then enjoy your cheat and get back on track the next day. All I can do about others is just to hope that they'll notice what I'm doing, how healthy I am, and how much energy I have for my age, and maybe start asking some questions. Otherwise, it's not my responsibility to try and convince anyone, not even those who are closest to me, about what I feel is right or wrong with their food choices. Social media. There are lots of places and groups in social media to find recipes and suggestions for the holidays, especially Facebook. If you'll contact me directly, I'll tell you which ones are my favorite. So that's it about the holidays. Just be true to yourself. Set your limits, whatever they are, and just have fun without worrying about others or what they may think about you.